makeup beauty YouTube void. I'm Trin and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing not a first impression, not a second impression, a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth impression, but first impression for YouTube. 14-ish hour wear test of the Merit Complexion stick. I've had this stick since the very beginning of October. I have worn this product so many times, but this is the first time I'm doing a wear test of it for YouTube. So we're doing that today. I hope you stick around for the rest of this video. I hope you like this video. I hope you dislike this video. I hope you say hi to my good boy Moose for me in the comments section down below. He is on my lap right now and he is oh so cute, but after I finish filming this intro he has to get up and he's not gonna like that. No. I'm in such a good mood today. I'm feeling really good today. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Before we get focused on the application, I do want to talk about my base. So I use pretty much the same thing I use every day. Pixie Makeup Fixie Mist. If I remember, I'm going to use this as a finishing spray as well. I consider it prep just because I like how it feels on my skin. Bliss sunscreen, everyday use as my base. And I find that when I don't use the sunscreen, my makeup doesn't last as well. So not only do I need to use that every day for the sake of my skin health, but also because it makes my makeup last longer. Primers, I use the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I really want to set this foundation up for success. I don't think you need to use 4 different products to prep your skin for this, but I did it. So let's go in with the complexion stick now. And I'm going to apply this with the Sigma F80 brush. I do really enjoy this brush because I just think this product applies best with a brush. I think I love a good sponge application, but I think it definitely works better with a brush. I just feel like a sponge is a little too time consuming almost to use this product, but I'm just impatient. Y'all know I'm impatient. So I'm smearing this literally all over my face, and then as I blend it out, I'm going to read the product description. So, I'm just taking this from the Sephora website. It is a medium buildable, it's a buildable lightweight complexion stick that can be used as foundation or a concealer for an easy, natural looking coverage on the skin. Or coverage on the go. Coverage on the go. It does claim to be a medium coverage product. I think you can get it there. Like, I'm going to apply more under my eyes to get it there, but for the majority of the face, if you use this product, is very customizable. You can make it as buildable as you want. I don't think you're ever going to get full coverage with this product, but if you want a very light tint to the skin, I definitely think that you can get there with it. So as I blend this out, if you are curious, I use the Unearthly Spring Magic palette on my eyes today for my ranking project video. I kind of want to use it tomorrow too. I really love that freaking palette. But as always, my nose is not up for contention with the wear down of the wear test of this product, because product is going to wear away on my nose. It does not matter which product I use. It does not matter which primers I use. It is always going to wear down on my nose. So this is the initial application, very light coverage. I'm going to build it up to medium coverage underneath my eyes and on my nose. My nose is already running. What is new? So I'm going to focus this a little bit up here, a little bit to clean up the sides more, a little bit extra on my cheeks. I do have a tinge of redness. I already need to touch up my nose. This would be a great product to take with you on the go if you care enough to touch up your makeup. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it just sunk into my pores right there. I didn't notice that on the first layer. But you see how it just sort of like really sunk into my pores? that's interesting. So maybe I don't want to build this up where I normally build a product, because that just sunk entirely in, which I noticed it with the NYX Pro Fix Stick Concealer, but I noticed that right away. Actually, this would be a really good day to try out that concealer, but it's not about the concealer. It is about the foundation product. So this is how it's looking on the skin. Did get it up to a nice medium coverage where I wanted it to be, but across the face in general is a very light coverage. But I really like it. This is not the first time I've worn it to work for All Day Nest. This is the first time that I'm doing it on camera. So I already have an idea of how this will go. I'm gonna tap it a little bit more right there. Yeah, it's already wearing away on my nose because my nose is running. But that's how it works for me and my skin. And how just stuff goes down. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. Alright, I kept y'all zoomed in for this like post makeup look. So I do just want to touch on which powders I use. These are my go-to powders every day. I only have 4 powders. e.l.f. Halo Glow for the center of my face, and the CoverGirl Simply Ageless powder for the rest of my face. This is a tinted powder, but it does not have the most coverage to it, especially when you use a fluffy brush. So I like it just for a little bit extra coverage. It doesn't make too much of a difference to the foundation, but it makes just enough. Just enough. I do have my good boy Moose on my lap, and he's gonna have to get up soon because I just realized that I have to leave for work in 15 minutes. I still need to. I can leave in 30 minutes. I still have a little bit more time, but I'd like to be ready in 15 minutes. That's not gonna happen. Anyways, so let's take a look. I don't have my big mirror out, but let me look up close. This looks... okay. I got a little bit of weirdness right here. Nothing a finger blend can't fix. Just a little bit of weirdness. I stick on my teeth. But overall, my skin looks pretty dang good, y'all. It looks pretty dang good. I did not use a highlighter today. I just used the NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Butter with Time. Butter with Time. For a little bit of glow, because I want to see how glowy this will be by the end of the night, but I don't want to do a highlighter to emphasize that. Otherwise, normally I do a highlighter, but we're not doing that. Guys, I did not put blush on my nose, because normally I do put blush on my nose, and the reason why I do that is because the foundation wears off, and if I put a blush on my nose, it just looks like blush. I did not do that today because we really need to pay attention to the foundation. But under the eyes, I want it settled into like the 2 fine lines that I have, but that happens with every single product that I use. But it's not accentuating the fine lines, and you can't really tell that it is anyways because I put blue eyeshadow down. And I realized as I was putting the blue eyeshadow down on my lower lash line that I should have left the lower lash line bare so we could actually see it, and we didn't do that. So there was that. I got a little bit watery. I kind of want to touch up the eyeliner. I did like the... I love the eye look. I just love the eye look. It makes me so happy. But I'm going to zoom y'all out. We're not going to... Well, I have to zoom y'all out for the intro, so I'm not going to zoom y'all out. But I think my makeup looks pretty good. As usual, I have zero hope that the makeup is going to last on my nose. I do wear glasses, so it's just... I did my baking on the sides of my nose, and then so my order is I did cream bronzer, which was ColourPop Laguna Beach. It's fine. I did blush, which was e.l.f. Pinky Promise the Camo Liquid Blush. Love it. Then I set my face with powder, and I do the micro baking on the sides of my nose, because I call it micro baking because it's not on my nose for that long. It was kind of long today. So I finished up the lower lash line and did my wing, and then I went in with bronzer, which was the Kaleidos. Then I went with blush, which was NYX Buttermelt, and I swept away the baking as I did the bronzer. Okay, so what's on my lips is the e.l.f. Cream Gel Lip Liner in the berry shade. I don't know the shade name. It's so tiny, I can't tell. And then NYX XXL Lip Lingerie in Expose Me. I really love this lip combo. It's so good. Alright, I'm going to film the intro. I'll see y'all in 14 hours, something like that. It is 8:48 right now. I am only, my work schedule is weird for this week, so I'm starting work an hour early. I'm getting off work an hour early, so it'll be like 11:05 when I check in. So do the time math. Day is done. It is, what time is it? It is 11:10. It's 11:10, y'all. We made it through another 14-hour wear test day. Yay. Alright, let's remove the glasses and see the damage. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I have significant wear down right here, and my nose is gone. Look at that. Look at that. That's bad. That's real bad. That's like completely entirely gone off one side of my nose. But as always, I have a very runny nose, and I blow my nose several times throughout the day, so that is expected. My nose, the sides of my nose don't look too bad. Honestly, could look better, but like seriously, y'all, it's bad. But it's always bad. Doesn't matter what primers I use, what sunscreen, what anything, and makeup's always gonna look poorly on my nose. It just is what it is. What I'm really curious about is always like right here, because sometimes makeup just will like melt away like right here, and it didn't seem to do that. I did touch it, and yeah, product is definitely coming off right there. So just ignore that. On the cheeks, there is a significant amount of glow that is due to a slightly glowy blush, not due to any highlighter. But overall, I think this was a good wear test. My nose were just, like, if you look back, like, you're not like, oh my gosh, her nose has no foundation on it. Like, what the hell? Like, no one's getting that close enough to my face. This is purposely being a close-in zoom wear test. So overall, I'm pleased with how the foundation wore. I did get a little bit of wear down on my chin, but I was also having soup for lunch or dinner, so that explains that. It has nothing to do with foundation. The nose is looking pretty cakey. Looking pretty cakey. But overall, I am very pleased with the wear test. I don't notice anything weird on my forehead, and I was wearing a beanie for a good part of the day because it's freaking cold. It's cold. So I'm wearing a beanie. I'm wearing a beanie outside. I'm wearing a beanie inside. I don't care. So I don't have that much wear down on my forehead, which is really nice. The eyeshadow performed beautifully. I got really no complaints. So final thoughts on the American Complexion stick. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a really good product. The one thing I didn't mention in any part of this video was when I go in with a cream blush, y'all know me, I love heavy blush. So what I end up doing is taking my foundation brush and just patting over where I get the cream blush like too far in, and because this is a stick product, I was not able to kind of like blend it out and kind of cover it up where I got it in too far. I'm doing this now because I like the texture on my nose, but so I wasn't able to do that like I normally can do with like cream or I can do with like liquid foundations. I wasn't able to like buff out all the blush, but that's not a big deal breaker for me. That's really not, because I could easily just like apply more of the product and like buff it out that way. That's just not what I do. That's just not how I apply my makeup. But under eyes look good. I mean, they don't look great, but they don't look bad either, so I can't really complain. So overall, I think this was a very successful wear test day. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the American Complexion stick. I love to hear from you. This was it wasn't a spur of the moment purchase at Sephora when I bought it in DC. I had been debating it for a while. I just happened to be in DC. I just happened to be in Sephora. I was like just happening wanting to get it. So it was like a spur of the moment, but also a planned purchase at the same time. So it was a little bit of both. So I definitely don't regret it. I think the product is like $38. So I am really curious to see how many uses I get out of the product. Very curious about that because it is a stick product. I'm really curious to see. I'm getting distracted. Definitely getting distracted. I want to see how many uses it would take to use up the American Complexion stick. It's not going to be something I immediately try to pan at the very beginning of the year, but I feel like towards the summer it's going to be a good time to try using up that foundation stick. So stay tuned for that. It will be entering a Project Pan next year. May or may not. I don't freaking know. I feel like all of my makeup products are going to end up in a Project Pan one way or another. So just stay tuned for all that. Thank y'all so much. I hope you like, I hope you dislike, I hope you shout me out in a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, randomly, let me know what some of your favorite creators are, because I'd love to find new people to follow. So, bye!